Greetings. Today we continue in part 2 of the opening of the fourth seal from Revelation chapter 6 verses 7 and 8. Today we take up the effect upon the earth from Revelation 6:8. And I saw and behold a pale green horse, and the one sitting on him. The death was the name given to him, and the hell was following with him. Also, authoritative power was given to them, that is, death and hell, upon the fourth part of the earth to kill with sword, and with hunger, and with death, and by the wild beast of the earth. Now, this pale green color of the horse infers judicial authority to bring about death as a result of the exercise of the judicial authority. The pale green, not to be too morbid, is the color of a cadaver. It's extremely important to note that the fourth part of the earth's population is killed by means of this exercise of these four authorities: the sword, the military power; hunger, the economic power; death, the judicial power; and the four beasts of the earth, the executive power. Now, the greenish yellow color of the horse is associated, as I mentioned, with a dead corpse. The horse is the color or pallor, and that literally means the lack of color in a dead corpse. Upon death, the blood settles and causes hypostasis on the lower side of the body. We commonly hear it referred to as postmortem lividity. However, this leaves the upper side of the body without the normal coloring caused by the blood flow, hence the pale color of death. Now, I cease the morbidity now, for you've seen it and understand it, and if not, further explanation will not clarify this point any further. The rider of this pale horse is identified as having the name Death, and is followed by Hades, which is the Old Testament word for the grave or hell. Note that the rider of the horse and the grave or hell which follows him at a point are given authoritative power over the fourth part of the earth's population, but no more. This statement thus establishes a boundary to the authority granted to them. There is no criterion referenced here for the determination of which fourth of the earth's population will be targeted. The criterion will become more evident, though, as we progress through the book. Please note particularly the infinitive to kill is in the aorist tense, denoting an action without reference to the time of the action. So let me stress the great fallacy of forcing the fulfillment of these seals upon their opening, rather than allowing the bestowing of the authority here and the exercising of the authority at a subsequent time. If the killing were happening at the time the authority was being given, then we should find the present infinitive to be killing and not the aorist infinitive. If the killing had happened before the time that the authority was being given, then we should find the perfect infinitive to have killed and not the aorist infinitive. Therefore, we're to understand the simple statement: authoritative power was given to them to kill at a point in time the fourth part of the earth's population. Thus, the emphasis here is not upon when they will kill the fourth part of the population, rather the emphasis on how they will kill the fourth part of the earth's population. Now, Ezekiel 14:21 fully explains Revelation chapter 6 and verse 8. For thus saith the Lord God, how much more will I send my four sword judgments upon Jerusalem? The sword, the famine, and the noisome beast, and the pestilence, to cut off from it man and beast. The fourfold means of instrumentality is predicted. The order is rearranged, but the substance is exact, and answers to the kinds of authority given in these first four seals. First, with a sword, would be the exercising of military authority. Second, with hunger, would be the exercising of the economic authority. Third, with death. That's the word pestilence in Ezekiel 14:21. Could be the exercising of judicial authority as punishment, or an economic authority as in the withholding of treatment. The executive authority or enforcement, or the military authority, biological or chemical warfare, but not total nuclear proliferation that many call for and say will happen eventually.